Don't wait till the battle's over. Don't wait till the struggle ends. Shout now,
right now.
shout now. Don't wait till you make it.
Hey, and welcome to the PHILLIP Show. This is a very special episode. Today, we are talking about a unique Valentine's Day. So get that. It's a unique Valentine's Day. So before we get into it, let's get our coffee. I was drinking tea the other day. I'm going to have to make sure that I write this down because I never remember. But this coffee is Maxwell House. And yes, I use the Keurigs. And again, if you have a favorite coffee, you can just let me know. You can email us or what have you, because I would love to. I love some coffee, and I like to try a different coffee too. Okay, so what does Valentine's Day mean to you? You know, it's a day where people get together. If they're generally, traditionally, you know, if you're a couple, you have to find that perfect gift for Valentine's Day. Everybody is always waiting. Most people are always waiting for Valentine's Day to see what their significant other is going to get them. Traditionally, it's going to be dinner, flowers. You might take them on a date. Chocolate, right? You know, a card, you know, something like that, something red, a bear, something like that. So, and those are really great tokens of appreciation and maybe tokens of love, if that's where you are, just to say that I value your presence in my life. So what did we do? You know, we're all about uniqueness and authenticity and individuality. Everybody doesn't celebrate it the same. Everybody doesn't celebrate it. Everybody's not in a relationship. You know, and people have different and differing opinions about Valentine's Day. So what we did, we sent out a poll, a survey. And just a side note, if you see a survey come out from the PHILLIP Show, make sure that you fill it out because we use that information to share with people. And your responses really help us to gather all that information and share it with the masses to let them know what's so unique about it. And either you or your response could be featured on the show. So that's a plug for anytime you see a survey, or if you go to our page and there are questions, click on those and you can answer the questions. So this one is about a unique Valentine's Day. So we polled people in the United States that participated in the survey, over 30 people, which is awesome because our show just started, right? So over 30 people sent in responses, and I'm going to go to, so basically it says, let me tell you the questions. It says, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? If you could have the perfect Valentine's Day, what would it consist of? Then they give their age range and how important it is to them. And of course, the relationship status. So if you're single or if you're married, because that's going to kind of dictate how you feel about the day. And do you think Valentine's Day is only for people in relationships? Why or why not? And then it tells about the city they live in and if they have a very interesting or unique story. So you will be surprised at the myriad of responses. So I'm going to read just a couple because I want you to understand how people feel about Valentine's Day, where their mind's at when this holiday comes around, and you know, it's amazing. So let me give you some statistics. Of the people that submitted responses, 87% of them said that they do celebrate Valentine's Day. So 87% of people said that they do participate in Valentine's Day in some way or another. 25% of them said that they think it is only for people who are in relationships, right? That's 25, only 25 said it's for people in relationships. So that errors to, or it alludes to, that a lot of people think that 75% think it's just for everybody. So we're going to get back to that. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is Valentine's Day to you? The average number of all those people was 7. On a scale of 1 to 10, 7. What is your relationship status? Interesting. 33% said dating or married. And then the rest were single. Wow. And it says, for the people who said that they thought that Valentine's Day was just for people in relationships, we got a lot of different whys or why not. So I'm just going to read a couple of them, and the places range from even here in Yellow Springs, to all the way out in California. So a wide range. So let me just read one. I'll just tell you what tell you what it says because it's so funny. Okay, this young lady, her name is Mary, and she is from Louisiana. And she does celebrate Valentine's Day. And she says that Valentine's Day is really only to show appreciation. So it's just kind of another, she calls it a friendship day. She's single, she calls it a friendship day. Now, Beth, who is in California, she does not celebrate Valentine's Day. She hates it. Sorry, Beth. She hates it. And she says it's just another day to remind you that you're single. I mean, me being single, I'm just going to go ahead and say that. It's like Happy Singles Day, right? It's like, I'd like to make a reservation. How many? Just one. When you go to the, if you go out by yourself and you sit at a table, they're like, well, when is the rest of your party arriving? And you're just looking around like, the whole party's here. It's just me. You know, so as a single person, I 100% understand that. And I'll share one more with you. This one was from Cynthia, who, let's see. Cynthia, thank you so much for sending this in. And I'm going to give you a shout out because yours was so thorough. And I really appreciate you doing that. And she lives in Mount Vernon, Ohio. And as a side note, I used to go to church camp in Mount Vernon. All right. So does she celebrate Valentine's Day? Yes. And if she could have the perfect Valentine's Day, what would it consist of? And she said spending quality time with my loved one, cooking, eating, taking long walks in the woods. Basically what we do every day, because to me, every day is Valentine's Day. And she is married, and the importance of Valentine's Day to her is a number 10. It's a very important day. And do you think that Valentine's Day is only for people in relationships? She said the answer is no. Here's why. I was single for most of my life, and I spent Valentine's Day as something extra special. While I love myself, including making a special meal or special meditative retreat of my own making. Ah, that's nice. Other times, showing appreciation for others by celebrating their life and that of nature. That's awesome. Sometimes I would get together with my single friends for a night out on the town in celebration of ourselves and each other and all that life has to offer. That is truly, truly, truly amazing. So what we want to talk about is we want to break out from the norm. And let me tell you where I got this from. I was thinking of Valentine's Day because, you know, I don't celebrate it that way, but I want to celebrate my friends with maybe non-traditional gifts. I don't want to get them flowers. I don't want to get them a card. I don't want to get, you know, I really don't want to go out to eat. I don't really want like that. So I was thinking, what can we do to make it a little bit more like Christmas? Why can't this be like Christmas? Not big presents, but I was thinking about stocking stuffers. You know what I'm saying? So what were some odd gifts that you would give people? So one of the questions on the survey was name some things that you would give somebody that is non-traditional. So let's see. Helga, I think it's Helga. Oh, that's an interesting spelling. Helga said that she gave one of her friends a puzzle, and for Valentine's Day, they sat, watched TV, and put a puzzle together. So it really wasn't about remembering that you're not in a relationship. It was celebrating her friends. Jim, he actually wrote in and he said, he said for one of his Valentine's Day, he got all of his single guy friends together, and he got all of his single guy. This is so funny. He got all of his single guy friends together and watched a football game, and he knew it's a rerun, so they already knew it, so they didn't really have to pay attention. This is kind of brilliant. And all they did was sit and eat, and they could just talk about whatever and just have a good time because everybody knows what the game was already what the end result was gonna be. So that's actually pretty good. So you don't really have to sit there in anticipation. You can kind of do whatever. So that's different, and that's a guy's perspective. That's so funny. So wait a minute. So for Valentine's Day, so what do you think about that? What do you do with your friends on Valentine's Day? Do you think that it's something specifically for couples? Do you think that it is something that needs to be celebrated by everybody? Do you think it's more of a I don't know, like an industry thing? You know how they say that Christmas is just now, it's just retail. Do you think that Valentine's Day is just retail? Or is it a time, and this is what we're going to get to, or is it a time to find those little moments where you can just appreciate people? Not, again, not with like huge sentiments, but what if you did like a Christmas and you had a stocking and you just stuffed the stocking with just some interesting stuff? Nothing fancy, nothing, expensive, but just some little stuff, a whole bunch of little stuff. Well, I'm excited to tell you that coming up is my fave spots, and I'm going to give you some little clues as to how you can celebrate Valentine's Day or any other day, but particularly Valentine's Day because it's coming up. How you can celebrate Valentine's Day in a very impactful way, in a very meaningful way, and in a very unique way. So stay tuned. I will be right back, and I'm going to take you to one of my fave spots. All right, so we're back. So we're about to go to one of my favorite spots here in Yellow Springs, Ohio. And when I show you all of the things that they have to offer, you're going to understand why. So you have the opportunity to do like I did. I know it's about to be Valentine's Day. What I did was I went and got a grab bag of some of my favorite things from my fave spot. And I'm going to put it in a bag, send it to one of my friends, and they have a whole bunch of stuff to pick from. It's just a friendship gift, right? Like a stocking stuffer. So how can you stuff your bag full of little trinkets and your favorite things and things that they may actually enjoy from one of your favorite spots? Something that's non-traditional. It's not candy. I love some chocolate, but I mean, it's just predictable, right? Why don't we think outside the box and be a little bit unpredictable? So we'll be right back, and I'm going to show you one of my fave spots. All right, so we're back. Can you even stand it? So one of my favorite spots here in Yellow Springs is Urban Handmade, and this is a very unique shop that has a lot of diverse retail, and some of it's independent. They make a lot of their things because they're graphic designers. Love them. And when you go in there, you'll see specifically on the t-shirts, the best phrases. They're current. They're like reading your mind when they have these phrases. So when you go in there, you'll know what I'm talking about. They have from cosmetics to ceramics to jewelry to shirts to gloves. And let me show you what I got. All right. So these are some of my favorite things. And this is my Valentine's Day grab bag for my friend. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this in a very professional way. So look at this. First, we have Retreat Street hand sanitizer. Who doesn't need hand sanitizer? And this one is the fragrance of Valencia, right? So practical gift, smells good, and you can just give it to your friend, put it in the bag. Happy Valentine's Day, right? I'm saying. I'm going to have to keep that, so don't tell anybody that I got that. Here's another one. Again, it's Retreat Street from Urban Handmade. This is a wax tart, and it's Macintosh apple. So if you're not familiar with these, I like these because you can put them in, I don't know the technical term, so please forgive me, but it's one of those things that gets hot, you put a wax melt in it, and it melts. One of the reasons why I like this is because these are safe. I'm not too big of a fan of fire, and so candles look good and they smell good even when they're not lit. But when I light them, it looks nice. But I'm not a huge fire person. It just makes me feel like I'm going to burn down, and then I'm not going to have anything anymore. But look at that. Can you see it? The lights are kind of getting it, but this is pink, and it's Macintosh apple. It smells 100% awesome. Retreat Street here in Yellow Springs, Ohio. What a great gift. And guess what? You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 6 of them in this pack. So this is the gift that keeps on giving. And I don't know if you've ever used these wax tarts or the wax melts that you can get any other place, but you can reuse them. After it melts, you turn the little thing off, the light off. It hardens up again, then you can turn it back on and you have the same fragrance. Wonderful. So this is another one. Retreat Street from Urban Handmade, Macintosh apple, wax tart. All right, let's see what else is in the bag. Okay, so this is my ultimate favorite. Check this out. This is called Daybreak, and it is from okay, hold on one second. It's from Urban Handmade. We Are the Beard Supply Company. I'm gonna have to look that one up. But anyway, it's called Daybreak. This is what it looks like. It's fresh and upbeat, and it's a solid cologne. Look, watch. Pow. It comes apart. You can put it back together. All you do is a solid cologne. You go like this. Look, no spray, no alcohol. Smells amazing, and you're on your way. You can put it in your pocket. Wonderful. What a great gift, right? Again, Valentine's Day, practical stuff. Everybody's going to love it. And I'm going to learn how to say that from the supply company from Urban Handmade. But here, listen. Here is my favorite thing. You guys are going to literally lose your mind. Look at these. Look what I found at Urban Handmade. And let's see. Yep, see, and here's their logo, Urban Handmade. Does anybody, yeah, listen. Okay, so if you've been on social media, you've seen the Bernie Sanders memes. When I went in there, I literally lost my mind. This is how current they are and how trendy Urban Handmade is. Look, these don't have any fingers like his little mittens. But look, you can have your fingers out. Boom, and now you're in trend. Your hands are warm. You got your fingerless mittens on, and you can trend just like Bernie Sanders. They have all kinds of colors, and you can just put them on, and they're right there. So this is from Urban Handmade. These are woven. I just love these. Everything is priced completely competitively, so it's not too much. It's not too little. It makes total sense. It's a little grab bag. I'm going to ship this off to one of my friends because I know that they're going to love it. They give you this awesome to-go bag. You can either ship it, put it in a box, whatever. And now you have just created a very unique Valentine's Day experience for both yourself and for the people that you love. Isn't that amazing? I think so. So So what are you doing this year for Valentine's Day? A lot of people, a lot of people think that when these kinds of holidays come around, they get a little bit depressed, right? They get a little bit beside themselves. They remember all of the negativity. If they associate negativity, say with being single, they may have been in a relationship, but they're not in one right now. So a lot of times, the psychology of these type of sentimental holidays, they bring up some not so fuzzy feelings, and can kind of make people a little bit more melancholy or depressed or sad. So this is a perfect way to be able to celebrate and appreciate and involve friends that may be going either through something or just to brighten somebody's day without the reminder of the red heart of love, without the reminder of the flowers, just remembering and knowing that you really didn't get any for that day. You didn't receive any flowers. You didn't receive a card. You didn't receive the phone call. You didn't receive, but as friends, we can reach out and we can say, hey, I'm still thinking of you on Valentine's Day, and take it from a place of relationship, romantic relationship or involvement, into a place of just friendship and relationship, just as a thank you for being in my life. Or, you know what, I was thinking of you during this season, and I took the time out to get creative with what I wanted to send you. I picked them out personally for you because I love them and I think that you would love them too. So I know that you each have a place. Just think of a place that you really love, right? Think of a place, and I live in Yellow Springs, and there's a lot of places that I just really love for a lot of different reasons. But generally, I'll love a place because there's something about it that gives me some sort of connection. Either if it's a restaurant, it could be a situational restaurant or an event type situation where if I want to take somebody out to dinner, I may love this particular restaurant. If I want to have just a really great breakfast, I know exactly right now where I want to go. And I'm going to tell you guys about it, later on in another show. But, I know exactly where I want to go to eat that breakfast. If I want a snack, I know where I need to go. If I want some trinkets, I know where I need to go. If I want the best coffee, I know where I need to go. So think of what are some things that you can think of this season and this holiday season that will mean the most. 9 times out of 10, and even if you think back, what meant the most to you when you received a gift? What meant the most to you? Now, we all receive gifts that it's the thought that counts. Do you understand? Like sometimes it's just like, oh, bless your heart. No, sweater, thank you. You didn't want that sweater, but it's the thought that counted. So you just appreciate it. Now, think about those other gifts that you may have received that weren't so traditional, but they spoke specifically to something. Either it was a need, or it was something that you really didn't think about, but that the person put a lot of thought and additional thought. I don't want to say a lot, but maybe additional thought. Because when you do something that's non-traditional, that means you put a little bit more thought behind it. You thought about something, and it wasn't just a cookie cutter, here's a card, here's a gift certificate to Olive Garden, or wherever you may be. That wasn't a plug for Olive Garden. No, we didn't get paid to say that. So just think about that. One time for a gift I received, and listen, it doesn't sound fancy, but the person knew my life. They gave me a gift certificate to Kroger. I'm going to date myself when I tell you what my gifts were. They gave me a gift certificate to Kroger. They also gave me a gift certificate, which was a Visa gift card, which I could use anywhere. Brilliant. They gave me a gas card. And now this is where I date myself. They gave me a Blockbuster card. For those of you who may not be aware, Blockbuster was like the deal before we had like Netflix and all this stuff. We had VHS tapes. You might want to Google that just in case you're, not of a certain age. But you had VHS tapes, and you went to this store and you got to pick and rent which VHS tape that you wanted, and you could take it home and bring it back. So this person knew I watched a lot of movies, so they gave me a Blockbuster card. What was different about this? It was something that was very me. They took the time to get non-traditional gifts. And what I'm proposing, you still have time. Today is only the 10th. So all you have to do is think, who have Who's still on my list? Who would I like? Even if you didn't even make a list, make one right now. Who can I show some love to during this time? We're in a pandemic, we know that. So during this time, whose day can I brighten? And think outside of the box. Give them a unique gift that says, I'm thinking of you. And of course, Urban Handmade, I'm going to tell you what, I literally love it because you can shop there in store or you can shop online. And let me flash there you go. So if you're looking for something, it may come in a little bit after. If you're not in the Yellow Springs area, and you want to give something unique, take a look at the website. There are mugs, there are t-shirts, there's keychains, there's just a lot of things. And it's very unique. I've never seen anything like it. And that's really special because it's all of a sudden when you give that, they're always going to remember you because it's not a conglomerate. It's not like you're going to Macy's and everybody in the United States is going to have the same thing. It's not like you're going to somewhere like that. This is a very unique shop. This is a very unique brand, and you're going to get a very unique gift. This is my option because it's one of my favorite places. It can be one of yours, or think about where you would like to shop. How would you like to celebrate somebody? It could be your mother. It could be your father. It could be your uncle. It could be your family. It could be a friend. It could be somebody that you don't even know and say, hey, I was thinking about you. Be aware. Where do they go? What do they like to do? If you see somebody that goes to, this is very unique and very personal. If you see somebody that goes to a coffee place, give them a coffee gift card. And I know that sounds a little bit cookie cutter, but guess what? They go there anyway, and they're going to love it because number one, you're going to save them money. And number two, that means that you're aware of them and their presence in your lives matters so much that you took time to see what their habits are. Doesn't that speak volumes? If you take the time to know where somebody goes, what somebody likes, what their sense of humor is, show a little bit of yourself in there, and then that caring moment, I'm telling you, what'll happen is people will start to pay it forward. My hope is that me sharing this will start the trickle effect of paying it forward to show that we care, spreading kindness. Here in Yellow Springs, we have this slogan, YS Kindness. And I think that is something, number one, that the world needs, but in particular, in this time, specifically around this holiday, people need to know whether you're in a relationship or whether you're not, people need to know that they matter, that their lives matter, that their existence is important, that somebody sees them, not somebody knows that they have to do something. It's like, okay, so here's a last minute gift. It has a heart on it and it says, Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, I got some of those, random cookies that have a heart in it. Not that those aren't good, but how can we give a unique gift this year that says, I'm thinking about you, I see you, you matter to me, and I appreciate you in my life. Okay, so some of us already have our lists. Some of us, like me, have a little bit of work to do to get, I got my one, and I'm going to get some more because I think this is the time. Again, unique hand sanitizer, awesome. Awesome. And those mittens that look like Bernie Sanders, that's priceless. So if you are in the Yellow Springs area, you need to go to this place and just make them sell out because that is incredible. All right, so I hope that you guys know how special you are, whether you get a gift or whether you don't. You're special, period. And how unique you are. And let's celebrate that uniqueness this year. And let's pay it forward and show somebody that, this is 2021. Can you believe it? It's 2021. We're here. And this is my way of showing you that I care. And how awesome and how incredibly far that message can reach out to many more people. And when it reaches them, it's going to reach right into their heart and really penetrate and brighten their day. So this year, let this be the year where you give a unique Valentine's Day gift for a unique Valentine's Day. If you would like to share your inspiring story, please visit phillipO'Rourke.com. And let me throw that up there for you. It's phillipO'Rourke.com. And you can also, if you haven't subscribed yet, just click subscribe when you get there. A lot of people ask me what I'm wearing. This is a brand called Be You. And if you want to know some of the merch that we have, that is on there as well. So I did get some comments through the survey that I did. And they were like, where are you getting your shirts? Where are you getting your hats? You can just click merch. and share with us and share with everybody. But at the end of the day, just remember to be proud, be bold, and be you. This Valentine's Day, share the love, spread the interest in other people's lives with unique gifts, with unique phone calls. Call somebody. That could be it. Don't text them, call them. How unique is that now? A lot of times we don't even use the phone. Now calling on the phone and speaking is actually unique. So let's do something that connects in a very personal way this year. And remember, you are the best you in the entire world. Nobody can be you like you, period. So, so have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day, and have a unique Valentine's Day. We'll see you later. Bye.
Don't